So sticking on the Dak Prescott side of things, where would you rank him when it comes to fantasy quarterbacks for 2020?
Uh, Again, going off of what Paul said, he's got to be in the top five, or just as good.
Naming the top 10 from last year: Lamar Jackson, obviously. There was Dak. Jameis Winston is a backup, so we're going to go ahead and cross him off the list. Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, Carson Wentz, Aaron Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady. So with those quarterbacks as his competition, how high does he climb up that rank for 2020?
I think he has a chance to overtake Lamar as number one.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't think last season is really able to be replicated by anybody.
Well, when you set the all-time fantasy points record, that's probably
Lamar can.
That's a hot take.
Lamar can regress, and no, I don't think so because I think Lamar can regress and still be a top 2 or 3 fantasy quarterback.
Right, but
I'm not saying that that's not a slight to Lamar or the Ravens as much as I would like it to be, but
no. I think it's anyone who is remotely serious about fantasy knows that you never lead the league. Or not lead the league. You never break that record 2 years in a row.
Well, you're never
said,
the first fantasy quarterback as far as points go. The QB1 has repeated in back-to-back years. It hasn't happened since 2002, 2003. Dante Culpepper was the last quarterback to repeat as QB1 in fantasy football.
So let that sink in.
So that's not a hot take. That could easily happen.
Oh no. I'm saying it's a hot take because you're saying because of the fact that you feel that Dak will be the next guy up as far as fantasy leaders for quarterbacks. I'm not saying it's a bad one. I just think it's hot. Real hot.
I don't think anyone's going to draft Dak over Lamar.
No,
because you're not going to plan on Lamar not being the QB1. But chances are he's not going to be the top quarterback because it hasn't happened in almost a decade or over a decade.
You saw what Mahomes did 2 years ago. Last year he ended up being 9th.
Right, but I was just more what I was saying was based on Christian's list that he just said. He named all those quarterbacks, and it's one of those things that you can predict that Lamar's not going to. He's probably not going to be the guy this good again the following year. However, I wouldn't think that Dak is either.
But you just added a weapon to that offense.
True, and you're protecting better. Maybe. Damn, my brain just is like, I'm glad I have headphones on because I feel like it's oozing out of my ears. You're right. That list is full of aging guys, except for your Mahomes, who
on the
hurt
list,
a lot.
The young guys that are on the list, we got Lamar Jackson. He's young. Dak Prescott's young. Russell Wilson's not that young. Deshaun Watson,
young enough.
Without DeAndre Hopkins, what's his stock going to be? Josh Allen is young. Kyler Murray is young. Mahomes is young. Carson Wentz has a lot to prove this year. And then after that, you get into some of the old guys before you hit Jared Goff at 13.